The Ivey Executive Program is an experience and a journey for people who are thoughtful about senior leadership, who are leading parts of the organization that bring different things together and who have ambitions to take things further, higher for themselves, for their organizations, for their stakeholders, for other people.
From the topics that are covered, the way they're delivered, the mix of the different ways of learning, it's really a well-rounded program.
This faculty is so knowledgeable and able to engage the audience in so many different ways through so many different types of activities.
All the case studies and the support that you're getting from the faculty, it's actually geared to making you a better leader and helping you to function more effectively in your position.
Walking through that real life example and seeing what they had to deal with and making these decisions and seeing what their decision was in the end has been extremely helpful. It really mirrors what we have to do.
It's been amazing to see, on the one hand, the complexity and the range of different challenges everybody is facing, but fundamentally, the similarities that we are all facing in terms of what we do.
Every single case, every simulation, every discussion, everything, there's a combination of getting everybody's perspective, trying something out, testing it, seeing what happens, and then pushing it forward together. And that experiential learning means that you're going through that cycle of learning so many times with input from so many people that you learn fast about how everything is connected together.
I've really enjoyed the way the faculty teaches. I love that there are often 2 or 3 people sort of co-teaching in any given session that we're doing, and as a result you get a range of different perspectives and they kind of build off of each other in terms of their skills and their areas of expertise.
The talent that exists inside that team is probably unmatched. It's about learning, and I think it'd be really easy to have an ego in that space, and there isn't any.
When I'm with our professors and in class and out of class, I'm just spending time with people who have a very, very in-depth understanding of the topics, have relevant experience as well to support the academic.
People are coming away with a lot of things. The first line of what they're coming away with is a set of practical tools, ideas, and even a project where they apply those to their own situation.
I think there's been some very good conversations, as well as understanding a bit more about obstacles that you don't normally see. You know, when I look at some of the case studies and some of the strategic tools that we've had, right, being able to use those in cases where I wasn't as successful as I wish I was. If I used those, probably would have had a better outcome.
This program really teaches you to do is really focus in on, like, what's the actual problem you're trying to solve, and then once you are a bit more refined in that, really how you start applying solutions to those problems. And that's something that right away as I came back from my first week here at Ivey, that even talking like that to people starts to change perspectives. But even some of the solutions I'm excited to be able to try out.
I think for many top leaders, and then when I was chatting with the peers, we all feel the same way. And a lot of times we say, okay, here's where we're going, and let's go, right? But now, getting different perspective from either peers or even our team members, because everybody have something to bring to a table, right? And once we learn more from each other, it can sort of make the plan even better.
Moving from a general manager of operations into an executive role, I also need to think about my executive presence, how I deliver, how I can be more strategic in my outlook, and how I can present that back to our teams and also up to our board. Ivey's really helped round out those entire skills there. It's been outstanding.
A lot of these concepts will stay with me for life, and not just at work, but just in life in general. This program has really afforded me a lot of the ability to, or strategies to cope with various different situations that come across your desk every day.
Faculties, they are all super knowledgeable, right? And I think all the contents are pretty well presented. It's in the right pace. I would say sometimes it's a bit intense, but it's in the right pace for sure. And enjoy interacting with all the classmates. People bring different perspectives, from different industries, different background. I really enjoy that.
Right from the very first minute, people experience the value of hearing things from different points of view. We have participants from every sector of the economy. And so whenever something is going on, you can reach out to somebody and say, how does this affect you? What's going on for you?
If you work in the gas distribution industry like I do, one of the risks are that you can become quite narrow to your field. Coming here to Ivey, that's been just accelerated yet again. Many different industries, and a real opportunity to get an understanding of what the challenges are.
It's really easy to forget that your industry isn't what matters. The position or what part of Canada you're in isn't what shows up. It's that the variance of ideas and experiences from those places really brings the whole experience alive in a way that I truly didn't expect.
We're not all from the same business sector. We got government in the group also, and it's a really good cross-section of what is out there in the business world and the government world for Canada.
The fact that we're all coming at it from different angles, there's different ages across the program, different experience levels, it really just adds to the richness of the program and to what you're learning.
As a leader, sometimes you feel that you're on your own, right? You're trying to guide a team, you're trying to drive a business forward. This gave you an opportunity to kind of step back, speak to like-minded individuals, get their perspective on something, and then challenge yourself and be able to challenge them with their thought process.
I've always found that when people share those real-life examples, it makes it much easier to understand the concept as opposed to something a little more textbook.
One of the cool things that comes out of it is deep relationships among the participants. And this is where the network gets really built, because you hear that people have different experiences from your own, and yet they really help you and they're very interesting.
And I know this big group, everyone is unique, and they will definitely be part of my network of people that I can call on to get some amount of assistance. And these kind of relationships that you make in these settings, they can last for the lifetime.
I do feel connected to quite a few people that I would not normally run into. I'm in northwestern Canada. I would not run into people from Manitoba or Ontario. It feels like we have a good connection, and I feel pretty positive that we'll keep that connection.
I would recommend this program to anyone who is really trying to grow their leadership skills. I wish I had taken this program, I had been involved in this program 10 years ago when I first started leading people, because it really does help you recognize as well that the challenges that you're facing as a leader are the challenges that all leaders are facing, and that's a really comforting feeling as well.
I would let every manager, every team leader have this experience, because it is golden.
Quality of the people that are in this program is really amazing. And so, I've found that in between the sessions, I learn just as much from my classmates as I am learning in the sessions. It's a big commitment, and I think it's well worth it.